What's up, honey? What's up, honey love? What's up, girl? What's up, love, honey love? I see you. What you doing, real Sonya? What's up, Sonya? Fat Mama Sonya. What's up, Fat Mama Sonya? What's up, Fat Mama Sonya? What's up, Mayday? Lord Mayday. What's up, boy? What's up, Lord Mayday? What's up, my boy Doc? What you say, Doc? What you say, Doc? What you say, Doc? It's my big boy, Doc. What you say? All right. Welcome back, y'all, to another week, another episode of Game Dog Talk. And, of course, we got the panel, the legendary panel in the building. Legendary schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Welcome, everybody.
He's back.
Yes, sir.
In the saddle.
He's back.
You got the legendary, only in American Kennels, Brother Bakary. How you doing today, brother?
All types of love, brother. Glad to be here and happy to see the brother Garcia. He done came back after that beautiful relaxation.
Yeah, Spock is the man.
Hey, brother, and we like to say much love to our awesome panel. I mean, panel and chat room.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Damn,
sir.
Damn, I'm sorry. Gotta say love to the big Stephanie.
Yes,
what
sir.
up, OG?
You got it.
Hell yeah.
Salute
I'm
to my
hanging
brother
out the
walking
window
down
with a cake. What up, cuzzo? Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Just another day, another dollar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do a quick roll call in the chat. See what we got in here. And we're gonna get to cooking. Next week, y'all, will be our 100 episode. We want everybody to show up and turn up, man. Y'all gotta show up and show out, man. Next week gonna be 100 episodes, and we didn't miss hella shows, so we didn't stretch this whole 100 shows out long way. So y'all come on through with it.
That's dope as
sir.
fuck, though, man. I didn't know we did that many so far. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 100 classics, man. These ain't no punk ass shows we doing over here. We only do the show once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks. So 100 is big. Milo
Yes,
Bulls. Salute to Milo Bulls in the building. El JOCKO, Nicholas Bronson, AJ, Self-Made Kennels, Milltown Kennels. What's happening with it, man? Martinez Game Dogs, Hugo, 200 East, Mike Lee, salute to you.
Mike.
Death Valley Kennels, Dreadlock, Careless. Then we got Arrowhead Kennels.
Arrowhead.
We got 614 Tree, Lefty American Pit Bull Terriers.
Lefty.
Okay, here we go. It's been a long time. Let me try to get this right. El Dios de los Perros.
You got it.
Oh, shit. I did it.
What's up? What's up, my friend? You got it.
All right.
Yeah, you caught that quicker than Hermes, and that's Spanish.
Right. Marcel Shepard, Guts and Glory, Jaden Johnson, Mr. Anderson, Mark Wonderlynch, T-Mac, Foe and them. Salute. Stephen
On Foe and them grave. That's how you say it.
What you say?
On Foe and them grave. We gonna get them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stephen L. Mizak, what's happening with it? ODG Bulldogs, the lovely Brown Sugar Tay-Tay in the building. How you doing, beautiful?
Tay-Tay.
Salute to the queen. I think she's the only sister to be on here, right?
On the consistent basis, absolutely.
Yes, much
consistently.
Yes, sir.
Salute to everybody else in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Salute to
what
Mr.
up, Welsh? The homie Welsh in there. I see you.
Welsh is the man. With all of the beautiful products for your dog. Just saying, so if you need it, the shit works.
Salute, salute. Mr. JW20 Texas in that super chat. Appreciate the love, fam. He said salute 78 in the panel. Yes, sir. Appreciate the love, family. Mr. JW.
Salute, Mr. J-Dub.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what else we got up in here. We have the homie Meredith Campbell in the super chat. Appreciate the love, fam.
There he is.
What it do, family? Coming through with my dog, man, dudes. Appreciate the love, brother.
Appreciate it.
Much love.
Yes, sir. What's up, Combat Tour Bag? Salute. What's up, Soul Power Gained Up Kennels? My brother, City Boy Kennels. Salute, salute. Welsh Kennels Combine. Everybody in the building. Appreciate y'all. All right. So let's get to the smoke here. We got and if anybody in the chat got questions, feel free to put it in the super chat, and you're guaranteed to get your question answered. Okay. First question: historically speaking.
Oh, brother Kev, can I just say something real quick? Okay, I had our dear brothers. I want to say much love to our brother Going Hard Twins and them on the other joint. I was trying to make the show, but I had some Honduras fruit juices visiting others. So I couldn't get hook up. But a person called me and was stating that somebody in the chat stated that I said that I breed cur, like I would breed a cur. Let me just go on record. I have never in my lifetime bred a cur, ever. What only thing that I have stated is that there are a lot of curs that have bred a lot of good dogs. And there's a lot of people that's not going to say they bred a cur or bred to a cur because of the macho-ness in the game. Okay? I even went and said that 8-time winner, 5-time best in show, grand champion Flop Flop, off of my stuff, male and female. I got upset with my man for breeding both of them when the mother quit. And so I didn't even want none of them out the litter. So if I didn't want even to take her and never even, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how it can be misconstrued that I would breed to a cur. So I just want to make that, I don't know who thought they heard me say that I bred to a cur, would breed a cur, but I will say this. That now, so I might be double backing on something. If I had a grand champion that won 5 and I cared to take him out or her out or a 6, 7, whatever, and it stopped, yes, I would breed the damn dog. Because first of all the dogs will quit. We all can make a dog quit. Ain't none of them invincible. I don't care nothing about no dead game shit. We could put any dog under enough hostile pressure to quit. So, and they only have so much in them. There's only a few dogs, and I'm talking about in the history of dogs, that would ever, just under no circumstances, I'm not going to keep going. And I ain't really seen that dog. But I have seen some very big game dogs under the pressure that they had on them. But we all could put a lot of pressure, but all of them only had so much in them. But if one won that many, and I went to take it out further, I would most likely breed to that dog because I feel like that dog will have earned that position. But just breeding to some, no, I've never bred to a cur. You know,
yeah,
but
that was Nick Cage. He was just high though. He was just high. He thought he was tripping.
No, but it's fine. I mean, right. I went back and read what was stated, and just one other thing. I seen where the brother twin and them were speaking to a guy, and the guy was speaking about a dog. Okay, yeah, it was levels. Yeah, like it's levels, and I agree with twin and them that there is levels to a cur. Like I said, a dog could have won 6 matches and then eventually quit. I can't really call. That's what I'm saying. I can't call that just. Yeah, of the terminology, a dog that starts and stops as a cur, yes. But like I said, I'm going to just go with the school teacher back in the day. I remember talking to him, and I could have got Shep, and I didn't get him. I kicked myself for getting him when he was a 2-time. And he stated that he does all of his until they quit, meaning he would do them 14 times in a row until they quit. So I mean, you know what I mean? It's just inevitable. Sooner or later, they're going to quit. You know, if you just keep on doing them past their time that they should have been stopped. You okay? So, you know, I just wanted to use that part to say that. But so there is levels to one, you know, being like a ranker and being one that won many matches and stuff like that. One other thing. I see where a guy was talking to Twin. I disagree with Twin and them on this one. The guy stated that a roll or a match is the same thing in terms of a dog. A dog don't know the difference. And I know for a fact I have rolled, and I know everybody on this damn panel have rolled dogs over an hour. So it's not like we done went and just rolled a dog for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then go to the match and go 3 hours. I rolled a damn dog at 10 months old, 1 hour and 45 minutes, which was stupid. But I'm saying, so that dog know the difference from an hour and 45-minute roll to a match? What the dog gonna know the difference? The dog fighting. He don't or she don't know the difference of you there gambling or just doing it for free. How does a dog care even about that? How does a dog even care about a win or a loss? You understand? So I would always say any dog that fights for a good amount of time, regardless, that whether it's a match or a roll, the dog is in a fight for his or her life. Period. It ain't no difference. So if one curved out in a roll at an hour and some change, or one curved out in a match out of time, only difference would be between the two dogs is the person who owned the dog feels as though this dog was worthy enough to match, and the others just didn't feel like they cared to match. Period. Okay, so I just wanted to say that because it was something that I would have. I couldn't respond to. I've read it like a day later, you know. Right. Okay, sure. I just wanted to get that part out. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate that. Let me ask you something about that then. The panel. Because whoever said, I don't know, I didn't watch the show, but I'm gonna watch it. Whoever felt like a role in a match is like, were they saying that that's the same thing, or they saying that
they said it was a difference. They said a match joint quitting and a road dog quitting is different. And I'm saying that's bullshit. I would agree with the guy that was stating it is not. The dogs don't know shit in terms of the match or roll. What difference does it make? It's not going to be a different fight in a match than it is in a roll. They're not going to say, okay, now we match and I'm going to fight different. No, the same dog going to fight that he did in a roll, he going to fight in a match. Only, like I said, who determines a match dog is the person who owns the dog. But the dog gonna fight regardless. It's just fighting. It doesn't make a difference whether it's matching or rolling.
I thought they were changing the rules all of a sudden. I was finna say, because if y'all talking about if people finna change the rules to where rolls is equal to matches, then shit.
No. They were what Brother Twin and them were stating was that guy couldn't compare a match dog to a roll dog in terms of fighting, and I'm saying. It's the only person that would be making that different terminology would be Twin or whoever thinks that way, because whenever you fight a dog, that dog has to be healed up. It's not going to be no different than a match or a roll. Same shit applies. The dog is in there feeling that he or she is going in there to either kill something or possibly be killed. It's not going to make a difference in terms of how they looking at it. It doesn't matter how me or you or somebody else looks at it. We just talking about from the dog's eyes, not from ours.
Right. Yes, sir. All right.
Wait a minute. But I got anybody on the panel. Anybody disagree with what I just said? If so, I would love to hear it.
What's your thoughts on it, Mr. Garcia?
Well, from the dog's point of view, it ain't no different.
Exactly.
The difference is, like you kind of mentioned, is the people. You know,
right.
The match plays out to the end. You know, there's rules, there's a referee, all that. There's a bet. And
so do a lot of rules, Richard. That's what I'm saying. How many roles have you been in? We stayed there until somebody. That's what I'm saying. How many roles? I don't even want this to be a hypothetical. How many roles back in the days in the 70s and 80s that you rolled something that y'all didn't stay there to the end? It should only went a certain amount of minutes, but you know how it gets. We get to talk. We in that motherfucker. How many joints have you seen play all the way out?
Yeah, that's why I stopped rolling dog with my friend, because we don't stop them.
Yeah,
Hell
you
yeah.
start talking
You
that
can,
shit. Yeah.
That-
Oh, he
yeah,
finna quit.
not even that. It's just, I ain't gonna pick up. You gonna pick up? I ain't gonna pick up. Let him
exactly.
go. I had to
So,
have my family member jump in one time. Okay, that's enough, you guys. That's, stop it.
okay, so how does
But
that stop?
in terms of the people, that's what the difference is. It ain't no different with no dog. I roll them for 2 hours. I roll 'em,
Exactly.
they
My
play it
point.
out till it's the end. But you're right, from the dog's perspective, it ain't no different. It is, whether it's 5 minutes or 5 hours, it's the same thing.
So if the dog quits in a match, or a dog quits in a roll, it's still gonna be considered a cur, regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be no difference in the dog. I mean, and again, I'm gonna just use me for example. When I say I used to roll everything down there 10 to 17 times before I went out, I did. So I could have been went out and probably matched, but I could have had my shit quit in a roll. So what's gonna make that dog any difference whether he quit in that roll on my 17th roll rather than he went out when I rolled 7 times?
Plus, most rolls be better than some of these high dollar matches I didn't see,
Goddamn right.
man.
Especially when a motherfucker chopping down and they be, oh, he finna quit. You trying to, some people will say shit like, hypothetically, right? Some people will be like, oh, we even let him go for 5 minutes. And then when they dog getting their ass smoked, oh, let him go. Let him keep going. Oh, you trying to,
Exactly.
and then, and then some bullshit, they mad at you because their dog is sayonara. You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
Yeah.
that's how it happened. Salute to you're a pussy bitch in the chat, in the super chat.
Wait a minute, say that name again.
His name is You're a Pussy Bitch. I'm not reading it the other way.
I think that's is that Anna?
No, I'm not reading it the other way. That's You're a Pussy Bitch. That's what he's saying. He's saying he's a pussy bitch. But I'll take the money. Salute to you.
Yeah, I don't think he's from here.
No, he's from over in the UK. That's a Tyson Fury fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why he a pussy bitch. He got a wet ass bussy. He got that wop, wet butt syndrome.
Yeah.
Right.
I just noted the pound sign rather than the dollar sign.
Yeah, that's what they do.
He probably, wipe his ass back to front, get shit all on his balls, but don't care.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. That's what happens when you use a name like that. It opens you up to shit like that.
He got to pat his pussy dry.
I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Let me get to the.
I don't know people like that.
You gotta go soak that thing, get some vinegar.
Salute. First question we got is historically were there lines that were hunting dogs for hogs and other lines used for game competition? Mr. Garcia.
I would say just about every line was used for something else other than the competition. There's no specific that was bred specifically for this or that, hogs or whatever, bear or whatever. They just, like, for example, I had a friend in Florida. When his dogs quit, he gave them to hog hunters. They were good for hog hunting. I have friends in California. I used to go on hog hunts. They use all kinds of blood, which they cross with their hounds, or they cross with staffs, or they use them pure. Anything from Boudreaux to, Bolio to whatever. So there's no, in that respect, there's no specific lines for hunting compared to competition. They were used everything.
Yes, sir. What about you, Brother Bach? Heard anything?
I mean, I'm with Brother Richard on that. I mean, hell, they got Tulsas for fighting. They got them for damn guard dogs, and they hunting other damn animals, and they got Tibetan masters for certain shit, and certain people fight them off. But they really for other guard stuff and other, for other animals. Hell, I mean, I remember looking at the dude who was winning money at this factory my father used to work in, and he had a German Shepherd. That shit wasn't for fighting pits, but damn, he was beating a whole lot of goddamn fights. they use anything for anything. You know, if something can work, they'll use it. But just, I mean, and if the question is like, can a hog hunt, could you use a dog that hog hunts and still be a good pit dog? Of course, they had, there's a whole bunch of them, you know. And like Richard said, a lot of times when one would cur out, the guys I know used to ask me who was hog hunters, can they get them? You know what I'm saying? And would take them and try to convert them that way. And then sometimes it'd be the reverse. You take a dog and get them, put them with the hog hunters, and they start really practicing on the snout and the head of a hog. And then, you know, if you got the dog back and use them, then that's his style or her style. You know, more so than it probably would have been when it went to other spots. So, but yeah, I'm with Richard.
Yes, sir. What about you, Ram? Feel the same way?
Hell yeah, man. People use different dogs for all kind of shit. You feel me? Motherfuckers use Chihuahuas as guard dogs, and those are the Mexican Terrier. You know, they supposed to be out here catching little fucking gophers and varmint and shit, but motherfuckers use them as their first alarm system.
They work too.
Like a motherfucker. My neighbor Chihuahua started barking. I look out the door. You feel me?
Oh bullshit.
Hell yeah. But people always use dogs for one thing, and you see they was good at something else, and okay, we'll go compete in that. That's why the pit bull the best dog, you know, in every field. He could go and compete. You don't gotta just match him and shit. You know, you can be a successful hog fucking hunter, and when you heal up, go champion that motherfucker out, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salute bank statement, soul power, woke. I see y'all boys in here.
What's happening, bank statement? What it do, big bank? Salute to Dickie Foster in the super chat. Coming through, showing love. Appreciate the support, man. Says salute to the panel in the chat. Thank you, brother.
Salute Dickie. Yeah, he cool. That's
good.
A cool dude.
Yeah, good people.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got an interesting question here. It says, for the panel, as far as conditioning, I've heard you guys talk about it numerous times, but historically, how would you know the dog's right weight from the strength of walking on the leash? As far as bringing him down to weakness, I'm a little confused on the determination. Naturally, he should pull if he's dropping weight, correct? Let me go to you, Brother Bach. Did you understand that question?
I'm trying to understand, but I'll just give what I think part of what he's saying. First of all, I've seen many occasions. The only way to truly know your dog's weight is to put your dog.
Hey, Brother Bach, you got like some music or something in the background?
No, that's somebody else.
No, I think that's me. The ice cream man.
Yeah.
Let me.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead, Brother Bot.
Yeah, I was saying that what I always, rather than I always said I would never eye anything, because every dog in different lines hold their water in different places differently, and their weight differently. So you can eye a dog, and again, and I'm gonna just say this, by me matching and doing a whole bunch of judging, I have just about every show I judge, and I'm sure Richard will and Ram will say the same. Mostly everybody come there unless you really, I'd say like fast lane. The weights is off, bro. Somebody weight is off, big time. I've never seen too many two dogs come in at the correct weight. Okay, one of the dogs was drawn down too low, and one was too damn heavy. The frame of the other one shouldn't have been nowhere that side he went into. So I mean, that's why I do a pre-keep. And when the dog falls on their weight for like 3 days at the end up, and I could stay there, then I know where I'm at. And that's what I call. And then of course, as your dog gets older, you can't go, if you was at a 32 and you was doing that, say at 2 years old, You're not going to do that at 4. That 32 going to go to a 33, 33 and a half, most likely due to the, it's going to, it's going to go at a heavier weight. It's not going to pretty much stay at that weight. So you just have to always know what your dog weight is by doing a check and not just doing it on an eye thing. Also, like I said on mine's, I go from the bottom up. So you can't do that. You wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't have no land and a nice area to do it. And that's by having your dogs where, they under their weight. And that way I can always see how strong I am from how they are from if I'm 2 pounds under their weight, and I could see how strong they are from different from 2 to 1.5 to 1 to a half. I could see where I lose anything. You understand? So that's how I know personally what weight I'm gonna be best suited at. And then you have to peek at your joint at these weights. So again, even if you bring it down and you have to peek at them to see that it changed from 1 pound or half a pound, because it could be a difference in that dog depending their styles, their mouth, and everything. Will factor in them. You understand? So that's how I know for a fact. So I don't go by no eyes. And far as it pulling, yes, you will be able to tell the difference when if your dog is a puller and is out front and you can feel it is weaker, then you may be at the wrong goddamn weight. If it's not at the strength that you normally used to your dog pulling in the field that it has. You understand?
Yes, sir. Mr. Garcia, what's your take?
Yeah, pretty much what Bach said. You gotta work them first, just like you would in a keep, And I don't mean put them through a keep, although I did that too sometimes. In this respect, if I worked a dog and they forfeit the last minute or the last week, or sometimes it's that day before, whatever, I always looked at them, and in my mind it took the edge off. They got ready for something, and if I didn't do something with them, it made them nuts. They go hog wild, start getting destructive and shit. So I would take the edge off of them that way. But as far as finding their weight when they're weak and all that, you basically got to get them somewhere below what you consider their weight. If you're right, then that's too low. If you're wrong and they're still strong, then that heavier weight was off. But pretty much you got to work them. You got to do it over and over again. And like Bob said, everybody has a different opinion, and dogs do, just like a person. It doesn't mean they get bigger. What happens is they get their bones get more dense, so that they get heavier just with that maturity.
Correct.
And most dogs throughout their career are not matched at the same weight. They just ain't. If you look up any championship certificate, Old Sporting Dog Journal or Game Dog Digest or anything like that, that same dog, it fluctuates. It may fluctuate a half a pound. It could fluctuate 2 or 3 pounds. And in that respect, it's the opinion of the person that's doing the dog. Even within the same camp, I've seen guys, one guy will do it at this weight, the other guy does it at a different weight. Sometimes it's lower, sometimes it's heavier. But the only way to find out is to work them and see where they're at. And you get a feel for it, where they start losing strength. They're still strong, but they ain't pulling, or they ain't as strong or as fast as they were at the heavier weight. So it's pretty much what Bach said. Just take that.
Yes, sir. Ram, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with both the OGs, and I add the while you working them, what I would do when I was looking for the weight, it was like OG Schoolboy was saying, I work him like he was in keep, but I would start cutting his food back so he could start dropping the weight a little faster, and I could see where he at, get down to what I call his bottom dollar. When I get down there and he feel too weak, I know I'm either a pound or a half a pound too low. So I increase his food, a half a pound, and see if that strength come back the next day. And if it's still weak, you know, I increase it back up, you know, until I feel that strength. But I'm weighing them every day to see, you know. So say, because, you know, I like to bring them in big. So I take my 42-pound dog and, you know, I'm looking for 35 on him. But if I get him down to 35 with just, you know, cutting his feed back and shit, and he feel weak, you know, I know, okay, 35 too low. So I start bumping it up a little bit till he get that strength back to where I feel like he gonna pull me down the street if he see a cat run in front of us trying to get it. And it's just that easy, you know. It's just that easy. You just got to do it. That's all. It's up to the conditioner to do it.
Yeah. Another thing I did too was, you know how Bach mentioned, you know, we look at them for some time. If you look at them for some time, let's say you see an hour off them, and let's say you stop it, and they got plenty left, you know, they looking good or whatever. Not plenty left, but they ain't played out. They ain't all fucked up. They ain't laid out. They ain't not like that. They still on their feet. They still working good. Weigh them then and see where they're at. And that kind of that's another way. I did that a couple of times.
Hell yeah, that's a good indicator. You know, you went an hour at this weight and he's still alive. You know.
Yeah. And he, you know, he's feeling good. It's not, like I said, it's not where they're banged up or laid out or half dead and
pissing out blood and shit, you know.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, it just, you know, because a lot of dogs they don't do a lot of damage sometimes, you know, and some do, but if they're not real wet on the chain, you know, even if they do damage, they ain't gonna bleed a lot. They'll close up still. And you know, like sometimes in late spring, you know, it's kind of warm during the day. I have mine thin, but at night it's cold. You know, you do them in that cold, they're real close to weight. You can put some time on them and then kind of look at it that way. There are different ways to do it. It's just, you know, it's just experience. And again, like Bach said, is, you know, you gotta work them to see where they're at.
And do not just work them and see where they at. Do them at that. Like, do you guys?
yeah.
At least go 10, 20 minutes and see. You know what I mean? You carrying the same power that, or you saying that you fell off somewhere. You're like, oh shit.
Now you're getting body slammed all over the box by soft mouth Ralph. You know, that's the wrong way.
If they're weak, they'll look loopy, or they'll look half-ass dragging ass, or they ain't moving quick, you know.
And the good thing about that is you can stop it. Boop. You say, all right, I seen what I need to see. He good or he not, you know. You take it from there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir. Another question we got here is, can anyone speak about what type of dog Hooten's Butcher Boy was, and what type of style he had, if there is some line off of him, and what the panel think of the stuff down from Mr. Garcia?
Well, he was a rough killing machine. He had finish, game, you know. He was a 4-time winner, so his first 3 were short. One of them, I think, only went 18 minutes. His last one went an hour 25. He was old. They kind of knew he wouldn't survive that one because he had some problem or something. But he toughed it out. He beat Stinson and Glover in an hour 25. Just rough, you know, shoulder, chest, like that. If you read the reports, if you ever talk to Mr. Hooten when he was alive, you know, you can find it in Bud Petrie stuff, LG stuff, like that. You'll see, I forget the dog's name, but if you look back into that Stompanato Arts Missy stuff,
right,
from that side of the world, you'll see Butcher Boy in there too. And they had one out here. He was inbred Butcher Boy on the top with some more Carver stuff on the bottom. I forget the dog's name. He won 2, and then he won a bunch off the chain. Cat and Company had him, I think, and then Smith and Waltham had him after that. But they look like them old Carver dogs. You know, some of them have the black mask or the widowed peak, or, you know, most of them red, or, you know, depending on how they're bred. Right. But it's mostly those guys like LG and what's some of them other guys over there, Bach?
Thibodeau, Young, all
Yep.
them guys got families based off of Butcher Boy.
Yeah.
You know, Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, like that. There you go.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, there's all Emily dog, all that stuff that Miss Kim dog that LG had. All that comes right down off of that.
Yeah, Emil and
right. Real good stuff. Real good blood.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vanna White, all them dogs. All the way down to Butcher Boy and his BB.
Yeah. Petrie's Flint and
that's that Petrie dog. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it was and it works good with the Bolio stuff where because it's got the Goldie in there.
And the Black Widow lying right back up to it.
Yeah, because there's plenty of Tudor's what's that? The Tudor's nigga dog in there, I believe, heavy.
Yep.
So yeah, it's real good blood. I mean, that's what I use. I mean, shit.
Yes, sir. All right. Have anyone on the panel ever went into STP or seen him go, Brother Bot?
Yep, beat him in 40-something minutes, put him to sleep in the box.
Ooh-wee.
Well, yep, good guy. Top competition. They brought a dog off of his Toro dog. We killed him with Grand Champion Hammer in the box. And yep, I think I told the story. And then one of his understudies wanted to get revenge because he had beat, I think, Crocomot, and we killed him in 40-something minutes with the same dog too. Yeah, STP seen him. Like I said, STP, he was that was good competition. He had a lot of stuff like him and the Jersey Boys was running a lot of the same type of blood, a lot of that Boyle stuff and a lot of the Bolio stuff crossed up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. What about you, Mr. Garcia?
No, never seen him. Never went into him. Their STP stands for Solo, Mr. T, and the Pologs, and they were old time dog guys from New York. A lot of champions, grand champions. They did have a lot of Boyle's blood. They use REDBOY JOCKO stuff. They use Duquesne, Champion Duquesne had some Mayday stuff. They would pretty much get whatever they felt was a good dog. They would get them. A lot of them, they get them 1-2 time winners, even champions, and make them champions or grand champions like that. They're pretty famous. If you look in the old magazines, they're all through there. But I guess they couldn't fuck with Bach. It happens.
What about you, Big Steppin'?
Yeah, I seen him. Beat him with a grandson of his, off of Luke Kane. We doubled back and got on his ass with some of his own stuff. He's a good dude, though. It's just, them dogs at that time, plus our conditioning was just too much. He was still a good dude, though. Met him a couple times out here at the old Heinzel spot where Mr. Stubbs used to have, rest in peace. He's a good dude, though. But, I beat a lot of good name motherfuckers. I just don't be talking about it because, again, I don't know what they doing. They might still be active, even though I'm not. I'm not finna throw them under the fucking bus.
Right.
But yeah, I got them.
All right. Y'all smash the like button. If you're in the building, we should have over 200 likes in the building by now. If you're in the building listening, enjoying the content, all I ask is you hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got a question here. Can we lay this topic to rest once and for all? What is a true peddler? Let me get your opinion on it, Brother Bot.
Yeah, we done talked about this 1,000 times, right?
Right.
I mean, well, we'll just put it this way. Everybody who sells a dog in this new generation is a peddler. Okay, anybody selling a dog, whether it been Floyd, whether it was, I mean, like I said, and I wish one day, Garcia, you could bring, since you got the whole collection of the journals, just show them some pictures of the people who were selling dogs. And we talking about some of the top dog men of all time. Okay, we talking about some of the top dog men that was in the box and breeder. But when I first got a dog, everybody damn near had a goddamn advertisement joint in the journal for some puppies for sale. And they were doing them as well as selling them. For some reason, like I said, without the damn dog, people selling a dog to you, how many of us would own a damn dog? 99.9% of us wouldn't have one. So now, my thing of somebody saying somebody just a peddler is somebody that just looks to just make money, just selling dogs, but doesn't care to actively be involved with the pits, just other than breeding them and selling them. You know, and they call that a puppy peddler. And I still don't find nothing wrong with him or her. If they care to keep the breed lovely for what it was intended for in terms of the traits, and they breed a solid dog, I feel as though they would be just as important as a person going to a horse breeder, rabbit breeder, cat breeder, other dog breeds. They would be needed. But for some reason they get this bad stigma attached to them that they're a damn dog peddler. You hear some people say, I never sold a dog, as if that makes them somewhat better than the one who sold a dog. I don't get that shit at all, other than that's your preference, that you didn't care to sell a dog and somebody else did. It don't make you more of a dog man because you didn't sell a dog. You understand? So that would be my definition of a peddler.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Garcia, your opinion? What is a true peddler?
Well, the word peddler is not originally, it's not a bad word. You know, it's someone who sells goods, whatever they are. You know, you peddle them off, like, you know, it comes from street vendors and stuff like that. People used to go to house like that. In the dog world, pit bull world, it became a bad term, and it's kind of what Bach said. You know, if you ain't doing nothing with them, if you just running a puppy mill or you just selling dogs that ain't proven, ain't nothing, that's what a peddler means. You know, there's nothing behind it. But like Bach said, everybody has sold dogs. I ain't never said that. I didn't sell a lot of them, but I did sell them. And I didn't knowingly sell a bad dog or a cur or anything like that. That's where the bad term comes from. You know, they just peddling them off for making money, whatever they could get for whatever. You know, they'll sell curs. Some people will sell curs and not tell you. You know, everybody, I don't know anybody that hasn't bought a dog from somebody, you know. And so the bad part of it is, you know, it's who you getting them from and what are they doing with them. That would be the only difference. But say somebody who sells puppies or sells dogs is a peddler, no. Everybody done it. Everybody has done it. Everybody. I would guess that those people that say I ain't never sold a dog, they're very few and far between. And maybe they're not lying, they're telling the truth. They ain't never sold a dog, but they damn sure did buy one, 2 or 10 or 100, you know. So it's just looked at negatively that way. Someone knowingly selling dogs that ain't proven, ain't done nothing with dogs or whatever. They'll even sell dogs that they know are sterile, or a female that's barren. You know, that's where it gets the bad name attached to it, you know, because you can't guarantee shit. Even, you know, even if I sold a grown dog, I never guaranteed nothing, because I don't know what they're going to do with them after they get it. But I was honest. I told them what I did with them, how much time they had them, how they look, how, you know, in roles, or whether I consider them match dogs or whatever. In that respect, you know, but especially puppies, you can't guarantee shit with pups. You know, I don't know why people do that. If I had dogs today, I wouldn't say nothing. I got a dog. This is the way it's bred. It's healthy, and that's it. Whether it's a pup or home dog, I would do the same. You know, your reputation will precede you. If you're known for selling or giving away or loaning good dogs, people will find you. And they did that back then. I don't know how it is now. I don't know what it is now, but that's just the bad thing attached to it. If you ain't doing shit with them, or you just selling puppies, breeding dogs that ain't proven, all like that, yeah, you could be called a peddler in the bad light, you know.
Right.
But other than that, like Box said, everybody sell them, everybody buy them. Can't guarantee shit. I wouldn't. And that's someone for me who always talk about standards and all that shit. That's the one thing I may differ from other people. I wouldn't guarantee shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. I never have. But I never had a dog return to me. I never had a pup. Somebody say he got sick or anything like that either. You know, you got to stand behind your blood. But guaranteeing that this dog is game, or this dog is going to do this or that, or this puppy is going to work out, hell no.
Only guarantee is the motherfucker's gonna eat, sleep, and shit.
Yeah. Like Bert Sorrell, I guarantee him to the end of the fucking driveway. That's about it. You know.
Come on.
Hell, he could choke on a bone on the way home driving in your car. You know what? That ain't my fault. You know. I don't know. That's just me. So let's hear the hate mail after this.
Yes, indeed. Salute to Tyrone Dyson in the Cash App, showing love and much appreciation. He says salute to the panel. Appreciate
Much love.
you, Tyrone Dyson.
Salute Tyrone
Salute.
Dyson. That's a hard name. You should be a
Yes, sir.
fighter or something, nigga. A weightlifter or something.
Yeah, homie said he just got the feds.
Oh yeah, see?
Yeah, you know he a writer.
Hell yeah.
All right, so
Good brother. Send some love to the good brother then. Shit.
salute.
Come
to
on
them.
down here and get some of this Honduras juices when you get off that damn probation, baby. Come on,
Yes,
get some of this Honduras juice.
Welcome down, man. What's your true definition of a peddler?
Like both the OGs said, you know, if I'm the weed man and every time you come to my weed spot, I got that bomb, you know, I got the motherfucking forum cookies, the ice cream cakes, you know, all the good shit. You ain't gonna call me no peddler. You're gonna say, man, Ram the weed man. But if I got that booth, that Huff, that Reggie, then yeah, man, peddling ass Ram selling me that seedy shit. Same with the dogs, you know, if you ain't doing nothing but letting two dogs fuck, you ain't looked at them or nothing, and then you just selling the puppies, yeah, you a peddler. Whereas, you know, you went through your fucking due diligence and you might not be a matcher, but you fucking checking the stock you breeding, you's a fucking dog seller. There's a big difference, you know, because you actually put the work in. You just didn't try to take the easy way out and roll the dice, and you might get a grand champ off them two unproven motherfuckers, but you might get a bunch of curves. You just got a better chance at fucking getting dogs off the bulldogs, and only way to know you got bulldogs is to check them. And if you checking them, you know, you'll see who's who, if they worth being bred to fucking have pups to sell, you know?
Right. Yes, sir. Jimmy Mack in the super chat. Appreciate the love, family. Thank you for the support.
Salute, Jimmy Mack.
Salute to the good brother.
And we have another question here. Can two black dogs produce a red-nosed dog? I was told no, but I've seen it happen. Mr. Garcia.
That's been going on for a long time. Most geneticists or whoever follows that color shit, you know, will tell you exactly how it can't happen. If you do your research, most places you'll look will say it can't happen. Two black-nosed dogs can't produce a red-nosed dog. If you keep doing your research, what it'll tell you is it's very improbable, but not impossible. So sometimes people say, I bred two black dogs, I got a red nose. Someone else will say that's not a red nose, it's a chocolate nose, or it's a pink nose, or it's
a liver nose.
Liver nose, like that. So in that respect, they may be right. Honestly, I just wish people would get off that fucking bullshit about color, nose, and all that. It don't fucking matter, you know. And maybe because I'm not a geneticist, but according to most, and there's a lot of research been done, you can't get it.
So you saying, let me get this right. You saying that 2 black noses can't make a red nose?
That's what
Well,
they
that's the
say.
consensus, but I've had a red-nosed dog off 2 black Eli dogs.
Well, that's what I hear
Yeah,
too, and that's my buddy sent me a picture. Richard, this dog, his parents, both of them were black nose, and this dog, and it looked to me, I'm colorblind, but it looked to me like I had a red nose, didn't have a black nose. So
Yeah.
again, I don't know what the odds are, but
All I
you
can
know,
say that
I've done enough research where if you search and search, it'll say it's not likely, but not impossible. So that may mean 1 out of 10,000 or 1 out of
that's exactly what I was
whatever.
gonna say. Like 1 out of 10,000 to have it because it's a recessive trait. Even though black is dominant, that recessive trait can sneak in there.
And they have a way where they'll tell you why it can't happen. You just got to look it up and all that. But again, I worked for these people, and the daughter was going to be, she was being a geneticist, she's studying at UC Davis or Stanford, one of them, right? And I posed this question, not about the nose, but just about the color. And I said, can you get a red dog or red dog or whatever it is from 2 black dogs? She said, nope. It's or it was, I forget, it was either a red dog from 2 black dogs or a black dog from 2 red dogs. And she said, nope, it's impossible. I said, even if one of the ancestors is that color, right? She goes, nope. Well, since that time, which is 25, 30 years ago, yeah, you can get, now that if you look it up, they'll tell you if there's a black dog, 1 black dog within the first 5 generations, regardless of what color all the other dogs are in that pedigree, you can get a black dog out of it. So genetics is not finite. It's always evolving. It's always, they're getting new information and learning this and that. So maybe they haven't done enough studies or whatever, but things always change, you know. That's just a little added thing. It didn't make no sense to me because if there's something in there, it should come out at some point, right? It could.
I know for a fact it's a lie because I made a breeding with 2 black nose and I got a red nose out the damn litter.
That's what I'm saying, Bob.
You know what I mean?
And it gets heated, man. These people, no, you can't do it. You don't know shit, and they'll give you all the fucking terms and all the genetic shit like that. But I've heard it ain't just you and Ram; it's a bunch of people. It may have happened. Only 1 dog came out with that red nose, but they tell me it did. Schoolboy, you know, hey, came out. The parents got black noses, man, and they're black dogs or whatever
like
color.
ZEBO and Vindicator.
Yeah, well,
litter mates, 1 red nose, 1 black.
And people doubt that shit, man.
Yeah, that's a good. See, I didn't even think of that.
Right.
Look up their parents. They're black dogs with black noses. So Vindicator is a red-nosed dog. Now what the other side would tell you, well, that's a lie. Something snuck in there and bred it. Or you're lying about the breeds. Those weren't really the parents. So I don't know, man.
Well, I got the stick on mine. I could show you the litter, and I got both parents stuck.
Yeah. I'm with you, Bob.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, but that's it.
Yeah. So, you know, none of us genetics, but we don't use a lot of science in everything we do either. We just look at the results. We do this and we do that, and it comes out. And for me, a lot of times, I don't care the why. If it works for me, I'm going to do it. I can learn all that stuff later, and it might help me. And all that education, you know, learning and research, all that is good. But if I tell you I did this and that, and that's what I got, and somebody told me I'm full of shit, well, they're full of shit because I did it. I don't have to be a scientist, you know. That's no knock on education. It's just you do things and you see the results and you go by that. And before the word science was invented, that's what people did. So, you know, putting words on it or putting studies on it, they ain't always accurate. And like I said, they change. They change over time. Dinosaurs, you know, back in the day, they were all cold-blooded lizard that walk slow. Now they're finding out that's bullshit. It's not true.
Yeah, they're fucking birds and shit.
Yeah, most of them motherfuckers had feathers.
Yeah, so you know,
big-ass ostriches.
Yeah. It's never, you know, and it ain't really scientists that say shit or science that says it. It's scientists that say it. You know, they're the ones that come up, do the research, and come up with their conclusions. But that is forever changing. It always changes. You know,
Yeah,
some people.
everything is a fact until you prove otherwise. Because
Yeah.
one of my dogs back in the day, she was a heavy Clemens dog, black dog. Most of the dogs in her pedigree are black dogs. I let one of my friends keep her while I was doing some stuff in my yard, and she was in heat, and his asshole self, he let this big ass blue bully dog breed to her, right? So now I got these band dog pups and shit. Some of the pups came out gray and blue. You know what people told me? She must be a bully too, because you can't blue. It takes 2 blue genes to produce blue. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude. How you gonna tell me what the fuck I just seen? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's ridiculous. It takes 2 blue genes to, look. I look more like my father than anyone in my family, any of my siblings. I look more like my father, mannerisms, facial, everything. But I'm darker than anybody in my family. Okay, so what does that mean? It's all bullshit, man.
Yeah. Well, look. People get hung up on color. Look at black. The color black. If you're a painter, what do you make black? It's yellow, blue, and red or brown. They ain't even real dark colors. But if you mix those colors together, you're going to get black. So within that, like the blue is just a derivative of black. Whether it's blue, whether it's seal colored or teal or whatever,
a lesser black,
gray or whatever, it's so I don't know how it works with dog colors and all that, but like I said, now they're coming out and saying if there is a black dog or a red dog, whatever it is, and all the other dogs are different colors in a 5-generation pedigree, you could get a black dog for whatever that one color is. So it don't matter what, and even with my own blood, my buddy took it, put a bunch of Eli and Bully Son and Boudreaux stuff in it. He started getting a bunch of black dogs because it's black is a dominant color. Most of them were black. Most of them were red and buckskin. Well, over a period of years, he kept breeding them, same stuff, adding same Bully Son, all that, my stuff and all that. Well, it turned around. Now they're coming out red and buckskin. And very few blacks. So how does that work? If black is so fucking dominant in the color scheme, I don't know, but that's the fact. That's the truth.
Are they the red ones? Do they got black skin underneath or white skin? That always intrigued
like
me.
I said, I couldn't tell you because they. Now I had some dirty buckskins and they had kind of a darker skin. Yeah. But I had blonde ones too, and it was a lighter colored skin and the red, but that's just the way colors work. Like I said, over time it just switched back to the original color of my dogs, and now most of them are coming out buckskin and red. Still get black ones, but 5 years prior, that's all he got was black ones because he added all that black blood to it, color. But keep breeding them, and they reverted back to the original color.
Right.
No shit.
All right, Brother Black, what's your take on it?
Oh no, it just all. You heard what I said. I just made a litter and I got a red nose. It was 4 in a litter. One came out with a red nose. The other one was black, from 2 black parents. Okay,
right.
Both of them is black nose.
See, they're gonna tell you lying, Bach. The neighbor dog got in there, or you fake the pet and all that shit. That's
Give 2 fucks what a motherfucker think or say about this.
I'm just saying, man. I've seen it too, or I haven't seen it in mine, but several people, they show me the parents and they show me the pup, and it's got a fucking red nose and the parents got black nose. So I don't know, but like I said, they get hung up on that color shit, man, because that's probably one of the few things that they can actually test,
Yeah.
He tests mouth, and how do you test games? The only way to see it, do it, is to see it.
And what's your take on it, Ram?
Shit, I totally agree. I said, when I first came home, I fucking got a fucking red nose jip off 2 black ass Eli dogs. You feel me? That shit just happens. That's nature, Genetics play a part, nature play a part, the environment you live in play a part, It ain't just no one factor in the shit. You get genetic drift and all that, bro. Same as if I'm growing weed plants, This shit could happen.
Right.
And it has happened.
Absolutely. All right, let me go ahead and block this person. Just so y'all can stop talking to a man. That Tatiana, I blocked Tatiana because, in my experience, that's not a woman. Okay.
Yeah, that's some dude sitting around in underoos with hairy ass thighs.
That's a dude who wants some attention, he's not confident enough to speak as a man, so he created a profile that posed as a woman. I looked at the page. The page was just created today, but somehow this chick that found my show out of all the millions of pages on YouTube, found my show over here talking. Man, get out of here! It's a fucking dude trying to get y'all attention, man.
Yeah, it's a dude or the police.
It's fucking weirdo, man. I ain't falling for that stupid shit, bitch. If you ain't been around here all this time, fuck out of my face. Yeah. So, yeah, but anyway, yeah, these dogs, man, I've heard you can't do this, you can't do that, but at the end of the day, I've seen otherwise. I've seen litters with 2 black parents with 2 red puppies in there, 1 chocolate, 1 red. I've seen 2 red dogs produce 1 black dog,
Yeah.
So
now with the red from black, it's the nose.
Right.
2 black dogs can produce what they say. They can produce a red colored dog, but it'll have a black nose.
Right.
But what these other people are saying, it can't have a black nose. I don't know what the difference is, but that's I don't know, man. I get tired of hearing this shit.
Right. No, I definitely, man. It's just, yeah. So you never know with these dogs, man. I think the good thing about these dogs is they were bred for their ability and not their color. You know what I'm saying? They were historically bred for their ability and their function. So I think that's the way people should keep it and stop focusing on the color of the dogs and all this weird shit that, otherwise get into some other dogs. It's a lot of other breeds that Rottweilers come in black and tan all the time. If you want some color shit, if you want, then go ahead and do that. If you want these dogs, then you gotta understand why these dogs are meant to be here. I think too many people get caught up in stupid shit when it comes to these dogs. The tail is furry. It's a fuzzy tail. The tail is crooked. Oh, his ear, one ear is up, one ear is down, and I don't know. And dude,
yeah,
that's people who don't look at their dogs, basically. Because if the dog is working out, who gives a fuck about it?
No, you're right. That's it. There's been a lot of furry tail, thin tail, crooked ear,
undershot,
back, all kinds of shit.
Bug eye, fucking bowed out elbows with goddamn cowhocks. That motherfucker's a bulldog.
8 canines instead of 4, all kinds of shit. So that should always be it was always the focus with me, and that's what should be the focus. What the hell does a dog do? Is it good? Whatever. Because I guarantee you, I never met somebody who had a good dog that was funky looking, ugly, squatty, whatever the fuck it was, and say I don't like that dog because of the way it's built or how it looks or anything like that.
Hell no, they say that motherfucker a bulldog. You better bring your
they might not breed them,
but
they might not breed them, but they're gonna keep them and use them, maybe.
Right.
Hold up, we want to give a shout out to Fat Bill and Goring Hard Kennels is Reloaded is in the building.
Salute.
Salute 21, 22.
Along with all brothers that been saluting us since they've been up here. Okay, I'm sorry.
Salute. Everybody in the building. And I think it's time for a small commercial break. How y'all feel about that?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put the condom on first. All right, go ahead.
Money and magic, XXX. Hold up, honey. No, I'm not your hoe or housewife. What you thought this is? It's not personal, it's business. When you see me, I be fancy underneath it. I be nasty, sharing lace off in my panties. Easy access, ain't no scamming. Got me choking while I'm slurping love potion. From the back type, bust it wide open. Got some D-cup titties in a bubble butt. Made his dick hard as shit. All I heard him scream was fuck. Give it to me, bear. Pulling on my motherfucking hair. Pretty pussy pink, knock it out. Put that ass to sleep. Got his wood all in my back. Come in my stomach with all of them racks. Make his dickhead spit up cash. Huh? Now give it to me like you want some more. No Tatiana, that's that bottom shelf quality type of hoe. Taste this pussy, you'll eat something that you never had. Put that chain around my neck and choke me till I'm brain dead. Then throw me all of them bands and cash it out to my OnlyFans.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
God.
Yeah. Let me know when you're ready. Put you a young promo together, brother Bach.
Yes, brother. I'm getting all my stuff. I got my consent forms put together, and I got the fruit juices lined up, and we will be having an only page along with a whole lot of love. I'm gonna say just regular videos that'll be you can see, and then other one you got to go pay to see. Yes, indeed.
Yes,
I will take you ready to jam.
These are facts.
Yes, sir.
Brother Ram, go ahead and give us a disclaimer, homie.
Man, as always, none of this shit is intended for, nor should it be used towards any illegal purposes. If you is using for that, man, keep that shit to your motherfucking self. Don't say you got it from here. These brothers are nowhere else, man. I'm telling you, my name pop up in your fucking paperwork, we gonna be Sally's. I'm gonna fuck you up every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So y'all make sure y'all go and register your dogs with Schoolboy Registry going across the bottom of the screen.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to Schoolboy. Subscribe to Ram's YouTube page as well. And make sure y'all follow the brother Bach on Instagram.
Only in America Kennels.
Yes, sir. And y'all be on the lookout for that good OnlyFans content coming from the brother Bach.
Oh. And I'm getting ready to also create a dating site. It's going to be one of a kind. I haven't seen one out there. So that'll be. I got that in the making too. So they'll hear about that. Okay.
Get it cracking.
Hey, before we get off, answer the question for old boy. He been asking it all show. Any of y'all heard the Grand Champion? Goddamn raggedy truck. That shit slow as fuck too. Any Grand Champion Little Bobby or Grand Champion Trouble? He asked like 8 times. I ain't want to just ignore him.
Yeah, I haven't heard of dog.
Me neither.
I think the Trouble dog I knew was it was Trouble or Tadpole. Bill Fiddler had a dog like that. I don't know if it's that one.
Yeah, I had a dog named Trouble. He wasn't no Grand Champ though.
Yeah, he was a brother to Scallywag.
Yeah, that's the one.
Remember that dog, Scallywag?
Yeah, I was thinking about that one. I don't know if this is anything, you know what I'm saying? I know nobody here fights dog, even in our chat. So I'm just saying, but I don't know what time that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
What time in history, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we going off all information up here. Ain't none of us up here been active since we had good knees. You feel me?
Yeah. Most of the current dog, or even in the last few years, I'm not familiar with them. People ask me all the time. I have to go back in the pedigree to recognize dogs that I'm familiar with. So I apologize if I can't answer all them questions. I don't know most.
Excuse me. One other thing. They asking, where is the roster man? Listen, last time I checked, roster man was on his knees with his tongue deep between the legs of somebody.
Yeah, he over there harassing somebody's daughter with his tongue.
Last time I seen him on a FaceTime, he looked like he pulled his head out of a mayonnaise jar. Okay.
Reverse birth.
Yeah. So I don't really right now. I think he's tongue tied because somewhere he cannot talk. And I'll try to reach him afterwards. Nothing's wrong with him. He's just been choosing pleasure over leisure time. Okay, so we'll try to get his ass back. I'm trying to. He done went and brought him some new knee pads, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, that he done made it much more comfortable.
It's Pearl Tongue versus Talking Tongue, and he trying to win.
Yeah.
No disrespect to anybody, but he'd probably be there rather than here. You know.
Absolutely.
You know what? I want to see if we can pull him away because he also needs oxygen at this point. Okay.
Yeah.
He ain't food. You know, it's okay to eat and drink in between, OG.
Yeah, I'm sure we can get his ass back here Sunday because I'm definitely got to get him off his knees. Okay. I will get him back. I will get him back here ASAP.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all.
Get him on the anniversary show.
For sure.
He Sunday. Even if he got to bring his bib and had a woman with him in between breaks, he can talk. I get him.
Next Sunday is going to be our 100th show. Make sure y'all tune in. Come through and support. Show some love, man. You know, 100 episodes in, so make sure y'all do that, man. You know?
100 classics. Like you said earlier, these ain't no Ruthie Poot bitch ass shows. These some bangers.
Yeah, man. We do this shit like once a week, sometime once every 2 weeks. So make sure y'all tune in, you know. And we'll holler at y'all next week.
Wait a minute, hold on. I seen somebody say real before we leave. Did Bill get rid of somebody said something, his channel's going or something I was reading here? Is Bill's channel still on? Hello?
Yeah, shit, I don't know. I didn't even see that. I was looking for it, but I didn't see that.
I seen something say that Bill need to get a channel, but I was just gonna say make sure everybody tunes in to Fat Bill. I was gonna say and our brothers going hard, reloaded. You know what I mean? That's on every Tuesday and Friday. Or is it Tuesday and Thursday or Tuesday and Friday? Tuesday
and Friday. Yeah, I apologize, twins. I ain't been on there watching. I've just been busy, got family stuff during them times. So I'll try and catch you on the next show.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely get over there. And also, like I said, and y'all got to check out Brother Richards is dropping jewels. I mean, they coming so fast. He got to have 1 million videos up by now of dropping nothing but bangers.
Yeah, it's 100 and something. I'm just gonna keep going. You know, I really appreciate the support. Get good comments and all that stuff.
That's right.
We're gonna go live. I'm gonna be live with School Baby after the first of the year. I'll do a test run and then I'll try and have it every week at least.
Make sure you get some fucking moderators over there though, man, so you don't be getting no weirdos in the chat.
Yeah,
they gonna come.
Yeah. My daughter will do that, and I'll try and get some other ones too.
I'm the weirdo gonna be in there, so they need to go on and block me before I get up there. So
that's all right. Yeah. You got a free pass, brother.
No, your weirdness is appreciated. We talking about the weirdos who come in here with girl names.
All that fruit you've been putting out. He got peaches and apricots and probably an avocado in there.
He's gonna turn me into a vegetarian with all that fruit.
Yeah, watermelons and bananas. Not bananas, but
And the wonderful thing is the smell.
Fruit. That's it.
Passion fruit to the fullest. And I'm gonna make sure that my guys can see, and they might can't taste it or get a good smell, but I will tell you firsthand, smell and taste on the one. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us this week, and we'll make sure y'all tune in next week, next Sunday, same time, and we'll see y'all then, man.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug, and salute on the